It's me, Turbo Cellbor, the depressed bisexual that is going to teach you how to use Linux. All right. So this is part one of what I like to think of as a significant tutorial for a total conversion from Microsoft to a Linux system. My goal here is not merely to teach you how to use Linux, but I want to give you the tools that you will need to solve your own goddamn problems with your computer. What you need to know in order to understand this tutorial. This is some basic shit for basic people. This first one and the next few parts are to get everybody on the same page here, okay? I'm not a computer science guy, so you need to understand that first off. I'm mostly a gamer, and I'm going to give you a pretty surface level overview of all these concepts. And I'm going to have to make some assumptions because I cannot explain computers entirely from first principles, okay? So I'm going to make some assumptions. If you're watching this video, you should know how to get onto the internet. I don't know how you're watching this video if you can't get onto the internet. You know how to download a file from your browser. You know how to use a mouse and keyboard. And you know how to install software on your computer using an exe file. If you don't know what that is, this is probably not the tutorial for you.
Overview number 1. What is computer?
So what the fuck is a computer? All right? And I'm going to just give you the answer straight. It's a machine that does math. Everything a computer is about is math. From adding numbers, to moving numbers, to storing numbers, displaying numbers. It's math all the way down, baby. There's no mystery or magic to it. Do enough math and you can make sexy pictures of Crystal from Star Fox or calculate the number of the beast.
Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and that number is 666.
All computers you see, from your overpriced phone to your poorly built laptop, are going to have the same 4 parts, all right? Number 1, the CPU. The CPU is the part that does the math. People say, oh, it's the brain of a computer. No, a computer is much more stupider than even a small brain. All the CPU does is take in numbers, change them, send them out again. That's what it does. It uses a series of physical circuits to form logic gates. You know, compare 2 numbers, this gate sends a signal through, and if the numbers are the same, you know, that's a typical logic gate. Okay, like here's what a logic gate looks like, and there's no way I'm walking through that. RAM. This is the memory of the computer. This is where that math that's about to be calculated by the CPU is stored, and where the CPU dumps all its answers when it's done doing the math. RAM is where all the code and where the computer that you're used to interacting with lives. Storage, the other memory of the computer. A computer is not like a human brain after all. This is where math is placed that doesn't need to be calculated right now. It can be assessed later. Storage takes many forms like the hard disk drive, the CD-ROM, NVMe, and of course tape drives. Who could forget those? Nobody uses tape drives anymore. What the fuck am I talking about? The motherboard. The motherboard, or the main board, is the part of the computer that connects all the components together. Sometimes it connects other devices like sound chips or Wi-Fi card. The important thing is, right, it's like the part that all the other parts go into. There are, of course, many other parts of a computer that we're not going to talk about, but pretty much every computer you've used is going to have those 4 parts or some version of them. That's the parts of a computer. But you can't fucking play Frogger on just a CPU, right? Like, how does all this come together? Where does the math come from? Well, it's for part 2 and 3. So if you want to learn more in this tutorial, or you're bored out of your fucking mind, I don't know, just like leave my computer zone and go on over to part 2, the math.